Am I visible?
Yes, yes, I can hear
Hi,
you properly.
Sushmita. Welcome on Cine Speaks. How are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm also absolutely wonderful. और आप बताओ कैसे चल रही है लाइफ?
It's amazing. I'm so sorry for the background noise. I'm in London right now, just taking a
Okay.
trip. Yeah, so it's around 2:30 here exactly. So I
Oh,
sat down in this cafe to attend the interview.
ओके ओके ओके। तो सबसे पहले तो आप ये बताओ, आपने इतने सारे अचीवमेंट्स किए हैं सुष्मिता, मतलब इतना कम उम्र में इतना कुछ गेन करना कैसा फील लगता है ये?
I feel I never settle for it. Like, I mean, there's a feeling of how do I say? It gives you a sense of motivation after every move you make,
हम्म,
of course. But at the same time, I started when I was 14, so it keeps me grounded as well because I've seen quite a lot since I was a child. I and having no background or any family relations into
हम्म,
the industry, yeah, it keeps me very
हम्म।
much grounded.
Okay, and you were the first Asian and Indian to win Miss India Teen World in I think 2019, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so how did that moment or कैसा feel हुआ उस time पर?
So I always wanted to do pageants, and eventually, I think in April 2019, I went for this competition called Miss Teen India, which is like Miss India for under 18 or
Okay.
19. And then the winner represents India in the Miss World Teen, which is again Miss World under 19 category. It happened in El Salvador. I was the first Indian candidate to ever start. Like, I think we started the representation from my year. So I was the first Indian to ever attend that contest. And then eventually it went on to be good. Like, I did not hope to win because I had traveled internationally for the first time and it was another world for me. So I was in a whole different world altogether. I was majorly focusing on living life fully at that time. I was just 18. And yeah, I would say it made me this confident at a very young age. And that's why I think majority of the credits goes to that competition for me, backing up and giving me that sense of self confidence that I can go and take on the world. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And winning Miss India United Continents in 2022 was another big achievement. So how did the title add to your journey?
Again, I had this eternal love for pageants, and when I did Miss India in 2022, I was I went on with the full force, and unfortunately, I did not place in the international pageant. I was not even in the top 10. And that kind of was a huge setback because I had never imagined, because I was fully prepared. I gave my best, but sometimes it's just how it is. Sometimes some setbacks are supposed to make you feel and help you understand and learn the whole process. So it was
Hmm.
after 2022, I started focusing majorly on acting. So yes,
Okay.
I think it had it gave me the huge shift from a teenage girl to a grown up
Hmm.
20-year old. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And you recently featured in Diljit Dosanjh music video Tension. How did
Yeah.
this opportunity come to you?
I've been acting since 2021, as I mentioned, and uh, it was very random. I remember shopping in the mall, and I was about to buy a bag, and I was with my friend, and I got this call that they like your profile and they want you to shoot with them. And I was like, come on, you're just joking. And I was dismissing the whole idea of being featured into this song. And one of my friends, since it was just both of us, she was like, you should at least एक बार उठा तो ले, बात तो कर ले. You
Hmm.
never know. Like, stop, just
Yeah.
don't assume things. And only then she
Hmm.
was like, I felt, okay, maybe I'll take the risk. You never know. And yeah, it was around 10 p.m. in the night. And I was on board by 10:20. And
Okay. Hmm.
same night, the costume trials happened around what, 11:30 p.m. in the night. The costume team came at my place. Then I had a flight next day. I had to leave for Kolkata. So until I saw Diljit, sir, I just Um, I was just hoping that this is real,
Okay.
but yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So how was your experience working with him, and did you learn anything special from him?
Yeah, I think artists like him who have represented India at such greater levels, and he's one of the one. He is the biggest global artist that we have had in
Yeah.
the recent times. But the humbleness, the kindness, and the way he approaches people, his own team who have been working with them for ages, and someone like me who has just started to step into the industry, he gives a lot of,
Mm.
he shows the actual meaning
Mm.
of an artist who have made everything by himself, of course, and it teaches you how these things just they don't matter. His love
Right.
for his music and his love for people. Even when he entered the airport, the fans were like going crazy about him. But he maintained himself with so much of love. He did not dismiss anyone around him. And I think that's one thing to take from him, that no matter how big of an artist you become eventually,
Mm.
this is what will always help you keep going in life. It was very nice. There's no
Okay.
end.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Pencil is getting a great response. How does it feel to see so much love for your work? And did you expect this reaction?
Uh, I did not expect. I mean, I even until the end day, like until it released, I did not share it with even my closest friends, and
Hmm.
um, I did not have any say in the music video. We shoot as an
Hmm.
actor, but the screen time, there's a lot of other factors that goes into the picture,
Yeah.
and I was just hoping for the best. And it was me who saw that. I did not even know that the music was out. One of my friends, she called me dancing that. Oh, I'm like, what? She's like, oh, the music video. But no, come on.
Hmm.
And after that, my social media pages, everything around me has been, booming like crazy. And of course,
Hmm.
it's a very different feeling. More than the fame and whatnot, love is the major factor in it. It gives you the sense of motivation and of course the confidence that you want to
Hmm.
keep going and keep doing better stuff.
Okay. Okay. And you started modeling at just 14, I guess. What were some challenges you faced in the beginning?
So I was into sports completely when I was around when I was in school, and it took. So I was always dismissed because again I had a very tomboyish character, and then for me to participate even in a school level fashion competition was people used to judge me a lot, of course. And I am a very rebel kind of a person, and I take my negatives as my positives. So if someone tells me you can't do this, I'll go and exactly do that. So I went home and I told my father that I want to pursue modeling, and he was like, okay, but I'm not
Hmm.
going to give you the privilege. I'm the only child, and I was always well taken care of. So he was like, if you want to enter
Yeah.
into an industry which is unknown and whatever. Like you need to understand what comes with it. So I used to live in Kalyan, which is Mumbai suburbs, and I used to take Mumbai from Kalyan to Andheri at the age of 14 to Santa Cruz to learn ramp walk, and I was into CrossFit by the time I was 15, into fitness by the time I was 15. And
Hmm.
teen world happened when I was 18. So it took 3 years for me to prove myself. And I was very young and juvenile, and I
Yeah.
just kept on understanding and learning the process more. I did not just head into it like that.
Okay.
So, understanding the hardships and still remembering how I used to travel from local trains just when I was
Hmm.
14. And some days you would not even get the seats. You would just keep standing all the journey all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Superb. And you were youth ambassador for road safety for 8 years. What inspired you to take this role?
Since I was the face of the Miss Teen World pageant for 2 years because COVID had hit, I was of
Hmm.
course representing a lot of causes and being in my country where they started the Road Safety World Series in India.
Hmm.
And initially there were just 5 countries, and now I think we have 8. They wanted someone alongside Mr. Sachin Tendulkar sir, of course, to represent the cause of road safety because India has the maximum amount of number of people who die in road accidents, and
Hmm.
also a lot of percentage of it is are in like they're the youth of our country because
Yeah.
so they needed someone who's young and who can you know how do I call it? So उन लोगों तक पहुंच सके थे, like the young kids of our generation. So that's where I felt like it'll be good for me to collaborate with the Teen World pageant and the Holy Cause of Road Safety World Series, and it could really help our society, of course, in general and across the globe. You never know.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. What kind of roles are you interested in playing? Do you have any particular dream role in your bucket list?
I want to play a superhero or maybe some ancient queen like Rani Lakshmi
Okay.
Bai or because
The
I've
period
been into
dramas.
fitness a lot, yeah, and it would be insane for me to perform and work on a character like that. Like, it's not about feminism or it's not about being female centric, but
Hmm.
it gives you a lot of power,
Okay.
and I would love to do something like that.
So is there any particular role in your mind ki I would love to do this or that, something like that?
Rani Lakshmi Bai, of course. It's
Acha. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good. So are there any directors or actors you would love to collaborate with?
I would love to be a part of any Sanjay Leela Bhansali films or Mohit
Okay.
Stuti films or
Okay.
and I would love to work with actors like Vijay Raj or Pankaj Tripathi
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
Vicky
Hmm.
Kaushal for that matter now with Chhawa. Oh my god, oh my god. I think
Oh, have
these
you
are
seen Chava?
these I traveled the day it released, and I was thinking of booking the
Okay.
tickets here in London, but I want to go and howl and scream in the theater back home with my friends. So
Okay.
I'll be back soon in a few days, and that's when I'm planning.
Okay.
So I think movies like these, actors like these, and directors like these, they make the Indian cinema. While we see movies and films and cinema across the world taking the center stage, these are the films
Hmm.
that should represent us. And even Kiran
Okay.
Rao, ma'am, for that matter, her movies are
Hmm.
amazing with
Hmm.
the ladies happening around and yeah.
True. True. Yeah. Absolutely right. And if you give it a chance, would you like to be a part of reality shows like Khatro Ke Khiladi, Chalak Dikhla Ja, Big Boss, something like that?
Of course, I think the number one would be Khatro Ke Khiladi because that's what I've been doing all my life, and I've been into dance for 13 years. Like I was 5 year old when I started dancing, professionally trained. So of course, Chalak Dikhla Ja would also be my choice.
Oh, okay. And any particular dance form you love?
I've majorly been into I started b-girling first and then I left because of course I had some minor injuries. Then I went on to do
Okay.
jazz, I went on to do Latin, Afro, dancehall. So I'm very
Hmm.
well intact with these dance forms. More of the West.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Superb. And what are your upcoming projects?
So I shot for two films a year and a half back, and I think they both are set to release this year. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I'm looking for good scripts and where I can actually show my true potential as an actor and as an artist. Because music
Hmm.
videos where we aren't performing, we are actually just feeling the vibe, feeling the whole music.
Hmm.
But then, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So lovely talking to you, Sushmita. You are such a wonderful soul. And thank you so much for your time because you are going to travel. So
No
sorry to
worries,
bother
that's
you.
absolutely fine.
Yeah. But all the
Thank you
very best and happy journey. And please do take care of yourself, Sushmita.
100%, 100%.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
You too have a great evening. Bye bye.